Hello, great people. You are welcome back to Physique Fashion House channel. My name is Fola. Today, we'll be learning something beautiful. We're learning how to make a long top with a shawl collar using Victorian corset method for the front cut. So, and to achieve that beautiful top, I have here with me these three colors of African print Ankara. We have yellow, red, and sea blue here. For each of these Ankara, for this one that I'll be using for the back and the collar, I bought 2 yards for this, then 1 yard of this. So because we'll be needing more of this back sleeve and the yoke and shawl collar part. So then we'll be making use of this wording, light one. We'll be using this EST, then this cotton lining, then this rope for all those area that are highlighted. We're using this highlight machine. Or you can use this bold one. This bold one is preferred, and it's an industrial one. But if you have this at home, you can still use it. So those are the things needed. Now to make this our long top, I've come with this pattern. This is my shoulder length, which is my starting point. Then I have 8.5 as my chest line, 10.5 as my bust point. Under bust length is 14.5, 18 inches my waistline or half length, 24 inches hip line, 29 inches is my top length, is a long top. So then we have 1.5 as our allowance here. Then I get my shoulder length. The shoulder of the person is 14 inches divided by 2, give us 7 inches, but I deducted half an inch from it to give me that shoulder core defect. The shoulder core defect is not too deep, so I use 6.5. I use 13 inches divided by 2. So I get the same thing here, then I move down. So the next thing is to get my bust span. The bust span of my client is 7.5 divided by 2, give me 3.75. Mark it here. I do the same thing down here, 3.75. Then I connect it with a straight ruler. I get my shoulder slope of 1 inch. My neckline width is a 2.75. You can use 2.5 to 3 inches, depends on the size of the piece. I connect the shoulder slope to the width. So the next thing is to come to my under bust and get a step out, step inward and step to the left and right with 1 inch. Then I get my upper chest line. I step up with 2 inches to get my upper chest line. Connect it. What I need to do now is to connect this. I connect this to the bust point from under bust, connect to the bust point. I get my bust span here as well. I need to tighten my bust upper chest by coming to the left and the right by 3/4. Then I connect it. So I come to the hip line, step up with 1 inch, and connect it. So the next thing I'll be doing now is to get my neckline depth. So making use of a 6.5. I don't want it to be too open. Then I measure what I'm having here, 7.5. I get the midpoint, step inward with 3/4. So let me get my horizontal measurement now. The bust measurement we are working with is 36 divided by 4, give us 9 inches. The little thing I'm having here, close to half an inch, I return it. Then I connect, I get my armhole cuff. I get my waist measurement on the waistline. The waist measurement we are working with is 30. We divide it by 4, give us 7.5. We return that which we have inside here, like 1.5. The under bust length, under bust circumference we are working with is 28. We divide it by 4, give us 7. We return the 2 inches we are having here. We come to the hip line, get the hip, 40 divided by 4, give us 10 inches. We return the same thing at the top length, 10 inches. You can just add quarter inch as a piece allowance. So the next thing we have to do here is to measure what we are having inside here, 1.25. We return it here, something 1.5. Goes quarter to this side, 3/4 to this side, 3/4 to this side. It was not short very well. So we are having 1.5. So we return that 1.5 to this side. Then we get a new armhole. Then we connect this together. Connect. So we come to this side to get our side dart. From here we step down with 1.5. We connect it to the bust point. We get the midpoint of it here. 1.5, the midpoint is a quarter. You can use 2 inches here. Then the next thing is to get our panel, second panel here. I will just be making use of just 3 panels. This is just a simple Victorian corset. So I will come to this side to get the half. I will measure what I'm having here, 4.5. I'll divide it I have 4.5 divided by 2 give me 2.25. So I connect it straight up. Then to tighten that, to create the panel, I come to this side with half an inch, come to this side with half an inch. I step up with 1 inch, the way it was done here, then I connect it. Connect it up. So this is it. It's time to cut. So, but before we cut it out, we are going to draw our sweetheart neckline. From the neckline depth, we come down by 1 inch. Then you connect from this point. You shape you blend this way. You cut it out. Let it sharp over there. I might just blend from this up to this end. So that's the way we are going to cut it out. Seam allowance has been added to this yoke. So this panel 1, 2, then 3. Half an inch joining allowance will be added here. Half an inch here, half an inch here, half an inch here. Half an inch, half an inch, half an inch. Half an inch will be added here. Then 1 inch side seam allowance by the side. I'll be using this pattern to go and cut the fabric, lining and everything. So if it is possible, this video is going to be one, but if not, the joining process will be in the next video. So let's see how it goes. Now for the back cut of our top, this is the length. You know, for the front cut we use 29 inches. So 1.5 has been deducted from this. So we have 27.5 here now. Deduct 1.5. That allowance that was removed from the front cut. So I have my zipper allowance here of 1 inch. So the neck width is 2.75. Here we have it. Then I step down with a 1 inch serving collar, so it must not go down too much. 1 inch is the standard. So I have my shoulder slope of 1 inch here. So let me divide this. 7.5 divided by 2 give us 3.75. Then I step inward with like quarter or half of an inch. So for the bust circumference I'm working with is 36. 36 divided by 4 give us 9 inches. So we have 9 inches here. So we come to the waist region. So for the waist now, that's the 1.5 that was actually deducted from the waist region. So for the front, the measurement, for the waist length, I mean the half length where we measure our waist was 18 inches, but for the back 16.5. So that's where the 1.5 was deducted before we get our 27.5 length. For the waist now, we measure the bust span, which is 3.5. Measure it downward 3.5. Connect it with straight ruler. So this is the bust point 10.5. So we can use it just to get our that. So that's the only effect it has. There is no breast at the back. So we connect it together with straight ruler. So we step up here on the hip line with a 1.5 to 2 inches. So on the waistline, this waistline or half back, we come to the left to the right with half of an inch. Then we just step down here with 1 inch. That's how that is determined. So I'm not cutting out this dart. It's going to be held as normal darts. We normally hold your dart, because the back is going to be a regular basic back. We connect this. Yeah. We get our waist. The waist measurement is 30 divided by 2 give us 7.5. We'll return this 1 inch. The hip measurement we are working with is 40 divided by 4 give us 10. We return the same 10 at the down part here with this allowance of like a quarter to half an inch. This quarter inch is allowance we added here is not mandatory. It just depends on the shape of the client. Some people, after their hip, there is a kind of wideness immediately after the hip. We connect. So we shape our back to avoid slipper bulging at the back here, at the waistline, by coming out with half an inch. Connect slightly to the chest line and connect slightly to the hip region. So this half an inch, we return it here before we. So this is the way this comb. Then we had our side seam allowance of 1 inch straight up. We had the joining allowance of 1/2 inch to this side. Then 1/2 inch is being added up here. So this is for the back. I will just cut it out. This is for the back cut. So I will go ahead and use this to cut out my fabric. I've gone ahead to cut out our fabric with the pattern we do. So first of all, note that all these fabrics that is cut, they were cut on fold. Fabric on fold, lining on fold. Even fusible interfacing was cut on fold before I gum it to the main fabric. Then for the lining, I reduce the length of my lining by 2 inches. 2 inches is being cut off from the down part of the lining, so that by the time we join lining to lining, fabric to fabric, then we now want to join the hem part of the lining to the hem part of the main fabric with 1/4 inch. It will fold in this way and give us the original length of our top. So this is wording. I've gone wording to the main fabric. Wording has been gone to it. Then I stop at the underbust length. So the beauty of this kind of wording, that is a lighter wording, is that you can use it all through for your fabrics. You can use only this wording, this lighter one. You can use it all through for your fabric. If you don't want to use a fusible interface, it will give your fabric some kind of strength. So this is the yoke. 1/2 inch is being added to the down parts, and the fusible interfacing has been attached to it. 1/2 inch joining allowance has been added. 1/2 inch. Then for the side seam, I added the 1.5. For the upper region, I added the 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch. Then when you want to join it, you just pick it from down parts. Yoke 3, that is center front. You join it with a panel 3, that is the center front. Will be joined to the panel 2 with 1/2 inch. You start from down parts to the upper region. So you pick it this one again. Panel 2, you join it to panel 3. Panel 1 will be joined to panel 2. Then panel 2 will be joined to panel 3 with 1/2 inch from down part. So that's the way you are going to join it. So after joining the main fabric and the lining together, we join the yoke. Now this is the back cut. I've cut it out with our pattern, and I've gum interfacing, fusible interfacing to it. This is the lining. I reduced the lining by 2 inches. 2 inches is being deducted from the length of the lining. So that is it. If you don't want to use this method, the basic back, you can do shoulder cut just this way, so that you'll be able to cut out your darts and join it back. So you can do that one if you don't want to use this method. So that is it for the back.